Well, hello everyone. It's me, Kat, doing the Flylady system for you, the Cat version. How are you today? And I'm looking forward to talking to you about your progress, answering your questions, and helping you with whatever it is you need help with. So here we are. We're going to go live for about 30 minutes and planning on doing this every week. And so I'm excited for you. I'm also going to talk to you about something in my planner that we need to talk about today. So, hi, Susie Q. Hey, Kate. Is that Kelly? Oh, Kellen. Hi. And Nancy is here. Hi, Nancy. Nancy's here. Happy Friday. We have 14 people on. Everybody give us a thumbs up. Thank you so much. Tracy Condell is here. My audio isn't working. Sorry. Hello. All right. Who else is here? Let me know. Teresa Wilson. Hi. Shannon Kelly. Hi. Suzanne Hartog from Holland. Hi. First time. Welcome, Suzanne. I mentor someone in Holland right now. Danielle. I do. Who else is here? Dickie is here. Dickie was just on my Weight Watcher channel. Now she's here. Yay. Who else is here? We have 3 thumbs up. Thank you so much. Janet is here. Janet Sorzano. Hi, Janet. Larry says, happy Friday. Thank you, Larry. And who else is here? 21 people on here, so I know you're here. Pop on and tell me hello. If you don't want to talk to me, just give me a little heart so I know you're lurking, okay? See, 19 people. Crystal is here from Alaska. Hi, Crystal. I think I'm on live chat. Let's double check that I'm on live chat. Nope, on top chat. There we go. All right, let's see. Lisa's here. She's lurking. Michelle Jordan is here. Hi, Michelle. Margaret Rose, Allison, and Margaret are here. Hi, Allison and Margaret. Let's see if I missed anyone else. I think I got everyone else. Okay. All right, so there's 19 people on. 19. Tiger Lil is here. First time catching you live. Lily from Forest Grove, Oregon. Blessings to you from the rainy Pacific Northwest. Is it still cold out there though? Rainy and cold? Doing life with Dawn is here. Hi, Dawn. Nice to have you. Christine Donarski. Hi, Christine. Good to have you. All right, I'm going to go ahead and make my announcement right now. I know there's not a lot of you on here. Tracy's here. Glad I caught you live. My weekend plans went kaput. Uh-oh. Okay. Well, that's okay. You can just make new weekend plans. The weekend's not here yet. I know people think of Friday as the weekend, but it's not. All right. I have a Patreon channel, as you all know, and I encourage you to become a patron. It's only $5 a month, and you get a brand new video 5 days a week with no advertising. So I want you to know about that. I also do my personal mentoring from the Patreon channel, and I announce on there how many slots I have for mentoring. And I fill 24 slots every 3 months. And right now I have 4 left. So if you're a patron, go over to the Patreon channel and watch the video on the slots. However, the times are different. I'm going to give you the times right now. There's an 8:30 slot available. There's a 10:30 slot available. These are both morning. There's a 2:30 p.m. and a 4 p.m. slot available. And that's it. The rest are filled. I have 20 other people that I'll be mentoring, and those are the only 4 I have. So if you're interested and you're a patron, go over on the Patreon channel and send me a personal note under the personal messaging, and I will sign you up. If you're not a patron and you want to be mentored, and you just for some reason don't want to be a patron, which I don't understand why, but if you don't want to, then let me know on this live if you're interested, and I will I'll see if I can sign you up. Okay, you'll have to send me a personal message on my email, abetterlifewithkat@gmail.com, and give me your phone number. But if you're on Patreon, don't send me a personal message there. I'd rather see it on the personal messages. Tracy said, interested depending on price. Tracy, it's $100 a month. You get 4 mentorings a month of 25 to 30 minutes. And it is personal, and every mentor that I've ever had has really enjoyed it and said that it was well worth it. So that's my suggestion. All my payment is done through PayPal, and I will send you a link, and you will send me the payment through PayPal just prior to your each month. So it's 100 and 100. This year it's only going to be $275 because it's 100 for the first month, 100 for the second month, and the third month I'm only going to be able to give you 3 weeks, so that's going to be a $75 month. Because in essence, it's about $25 a meeting, but you pay in advance for the month. Okay. Oh, definitely agree. It's worth it, but unfortunately can't afford it. I understand. That's absolutely fine. Then my suggestion is $5 on Patreon. $5 on Patreon. It will give you so much more if you're not already there than you get out here on the YouTube channel. Although I do go live on the YouTube channel, and Mr. B sets up videos for you every day on what to do in your home every day. Tracy is giving me a thumbs up. Thanks, Tracy. All right, there's 27 of you on here, and I'm ready to answer questions about, look who's here. It's Kimmy. Kimmy, I've been wanting to talk to you, but I never know if it's a good time, and you're so busy. Kimmy was one of the very first people I mentored several years ago, and she's also one of my monitors, or whatever y'all are called, that keeps the ghoulies away. Kimmy, Mr. B said. Kimmy's so sweet. Everyone loves Kimmy, for sure. She's been doing some awesome freezer meals. You know, I will drop anything to talk to you. Okay, girl, I'm calling you. Mm-hmm. Okay. Anyway, she's been doing some great freezer meals. If you don't know about Kimmy and she's in her apron, I highly recommend that you go over there when we are off of this call and subscribe to her channel. She's fantastic, and she is definitely ADD and anxiety, which kind of goes hand in hand, is one of her things, but she's got a really good handle on it. She's doing so good. So proud of her. Gail Buster. Hi, Gail. Good to see you. Pam Hill's here telling hey to Kimmy. Ellie K. Hi. Haven't seen you in a long time, my old mentee. Shannon Kelly. I love watching Kimmy. I know. She's so fun. And I just love those freezer meals that you just did recently. Those were great. Little happy face, girl. Anyway, let me tell you how sidetracked I am. If you don't know already, there's her link. Larry put it out for us. He's not sidetracked. I went live on my Weight Watcher channel. And I'm talking to everybody like they're on this channel. So I ended up doing a Weight Watcher live that started out like a cat live with information about Patreon and the opportunity to be mentored, blah, blah, blah. So there you go. Just know you're not alone. And you know what? You just have to laugh at yourself, forgive yourself, and go forward. All right, we've got about 12 minutes. I want to know what your challenge is for the day or the week. Let me know.
12 minutes?
Mm-hmm. No, we've got 22 minutes. Sorry, 22 minutes. My math was off. But let me know what your challenges are right now, and we can work on it together. Tracy said, how do I stay on track with routines and everything when I have a very sick child, which comes with additional laundry, etc., throws me completely off track? When you have a sick child who is really sick like that, you know, with the linens and things, hi, Yasmin, you're going to drop down to routines only. You're not going to do zone. You're not going to do basic weekly plan. So you're going to get up in the morning and still get yourself dressed and do that. You're going to make breakfast. Swish and sweat. It's very important that you clean the toilet at this time and keep your hands really clean. And you're also going to do your before dinner routine and your before bed routine. Those are the routines. The other thing you're going to do is just make sure you're not cluttering, because I know you're a little harried right now. So make sure you're not slinging things. We tend to turn to teenager mode when we get upset and we start slinging things around, and it always lands on the flat surfaces, and that's where the clutter is. So if you check yourself morning, noon, and night, you won't have a big old mess at the end of this sickness, which will go away as fast as it came. And I'm sorry your baby's sick, but that's what you do. The only thing you can't throw away of your routines or of your zones or weekly basic weekly plan is buying groceries, which is so cool because you can order them and have them delivered if you need to, and paying your bills. Those are the only two things you can't just throw out the window. But it's not going to hurt you not to do those things for a week or even 2. It's not going to hurt you. You have a baseline. You're just going to step back in where you stepped out when he's better or she's better, okay? I'm missing some comments, so let's see what we've got. So that was Tracy. LDK said, I'm basically in the exact same position post-bankruptcy, still can't get myself together in life, and I have not moved forward at all. Well, Kelly, I'm here for you if you need me. Tracy says, teenager mode. That's perfect. I do. I leave dishes everywhere. Yes, or clothes or shoes or whatever. We just tend to do that. So make sure you're monitoring yourself 3 times a day so it doesn't take over your house. And at the end of a sickness, you have a big mess to clean up besides jumping back in. Lori says, you look beautiful today. Love your channel. You have changed my life. I tell everyone about you. Thank you, Lori. Tracy said, we just moved into this house 3 weeks ago, so I'm trying not to get everything squared. Bills, fortunately, are in pretty good shape. Excellent, Tracy. That's good. Well, you're trying to get squared away and you've got a sick child? Goodness. Okay, well, you can't, and it's okay. It's okay. Can you cook? Do you have everything out that you need to cook with? And are the beds made up? And do you have clean towels and things to wash with? That's about all you need. It's all, we can drop back to super minimalist for a week, right? What do you really need to survive? Food, shelter, clothing. So you got to do your laundry. You need food. You need your house to be above your head. And my thing is to just keep the clutter down, okay? All right, what else? Who else is having a challenge? I hope that helps, Tracy. Who else is having a challenge? What's your challenge? Tracy said, and a younger child and 3 types of therapy, speech, occupational, and special skills. Yes, everything for basic life is good. That's right. Ellie said, I have too much stuff, tired all the time, discouraged. That's because you have too much stuff. That's discouraging. I just saw something my sister Marty sent me, and it was about dying and the fact that people save up all this stuff for themselves, and when they die, they think people are going to love their book collection, and people are going to love to get their record collection, etc. But the truth is, it's going to end up at Goodwill or in the dump because everybody has enough stuff. They don't need your stuff too. So if you're saving stuff for the future, for your kids, doubtful that they'll want it, because when they're old enough to take it, they'll already have enough of their own stuff. So set a good example and start getting rid of stuff. Start getting rid of stuff. It will feel better, not worse, I promise. Travel Fun says, you look beautiful. I love the way you speak so calmly. Thanks. What's your first name so I can address you by name? So start getting rid of some stuff. And that's what you do. You go in and you just go through things one little bit at a time. Tiger Lil says, I've flustered out of my routines. I was doing so good. And then anytime I didn't quite get it done, David just says, see, I told you couldn't keep it up. How do I get back his confidence? Don't worry about his confidence. Worry about your confidence, Tiger. Or Lily, I'll just call you Lily. Just worry about your confidence. And your confidence comes from being repetitive and doing it over and over and over and over again. It will never be natural like a born organized person. It just won't. But it'll be a whole lot easier if you've established some good habits. Let me give you an example of a good habit. Flushing the toilet. We don't say, oh, I just don't feel like it, so I'm not going to flush the toilet right now. I'll do it later. No, we flush the toilet because it needs to be done. Everything needs to be done. So make sure that you're doing it and don't worry about what other people think about you, even your spouse. The only way to regain his confidence is to regain your own confidence and take care of yourself and do this. If you're not a patron, I recommend you come over to the Patreon channel. There's a 50 points program over there that everyone is on, and it's working great. $5 a month. It's a great program. It really is, if I do say so. Sonia, that's a pretty name, Travel Fun. Thank you. Kimmy said, I have been donating a ton lately. Derek and I feel so good, and it's been bananas over here. Yeah. It's been bananas, and you've been donating, and it makes you feel better, right? It does. Gail said, Swedish death cleaning. That's it. It's what that's called, and we are there decluttering. Yes. Swedish death cleaning. That's really what it's called. It sounds horrible, but it's so true. Nobody wants my stuff. They got their own stuff. I'm a patron. Good, Lily. Well, go look at the 50 points program. That's what you want to do. 50 points a day. In fact, all my mentees have to send me their report every day of how many points they're getting. Not for perfection, just establish good habits. And Mr. B has the Patreon thing there. Nancy said, any special recommendations for keeping the home extra sanitized with the coronavirus? Nope.
More people get the
just take care. Here's what they say: don't don't put your fingers in your eyes, don't put your fingers in your nose, don't put your fingers in your mouth. And it's really hard to do that because we always are touching our face. But try not to touch your face. Try to teach your children not to touch their face. Ha ha. Everybody's hands have to be washed. Say the Lord's Prayer when you're washing your hands. That's long enough. And use soap. That's better than the alcohol pump stuff. Just use soap and say the Lord's Prayer. It'll take long enough for you to get your hands really clean. Wash your hands. Don't go crazy, but just wash your hands often. Clean your foods when they come into the house. But don't freak out either. Fear not. Do believe that you have angels around you. And don't fear over this thing. I don't know that it will matter if it gets a whole lot bigger, but right now, there are more people who die of the flu, the regular flu that we all get inoculated for, than the coronavirus ever thought about. So no freaking out. Ellie says, I love that. Say the Lord's Prayer and get your hands clean and get 30 seconds with God. There you go. There you go. Let's see. So that's what I think, Nancy. I hope that helps you. Nancy also has a sick dog. She's one of my mentees, and her dog has a nose fungus and a drippy nose, so she has to keep like sheets on the floor and stuff, and I know it's a hassle. So she's extra germ conscious right now. And she lives in California where it's really bad. It is worse there. But do know that the majority of the people who passed away were in a nursing home. So it's for people who have, I'm older. I mean, it could be a person like me, I guess, but I feel pretty strong. Group in my town called Buy Nothing, Shannon Kelly said. We post things we're getting rid of and bless others with it. It's easy. We have a tote on our front porch and people come and get what they want. That's fabulous. I love that idea. Great idea. You should do it in your neighborhood. Ashley Beauty! Ashley's here. I haven't seen you in forever, Ashley Love. I thought you hated me. Caitlin's giving me a heart. Hi, Kat. Hi, Caitlin Cunningham. Micah is here. Yay, you're live, and I caught you. Yes, you did. Ooh, that's a cool idea. That's what Kimmy said. That's a cool idea. Ashley, Mr. B said. Oh, for those of you who don't know, if you haven't seen me in a while, we are selling our Henny Bee. We've moved in with my mother. My father passed away December 16th. My sisters and I were taking care of her 24 hours a day, but switching off. And it just was better for me and better for my sisters, for me and my husband to just move in here. We were the ones who were the most mobile. We could get rid of the Henny Bee and move in for this season of her life. Marty has rheumatoid arthritis. She just recently had a bad surgery. She needs to be taking care of herself. She has a real low immune system. My sister Patty has the same thing, a low immune system. She doesn't have rheumatoid, but she does have fibro, and she has a son with schizophrenia. So she's got a plate full. They both have homes. So it was easier to get rid of the Henny Bee. But we're going to get a big Henny one day when the season is over and continue, and we're going to actually travel. So we'll be going to all these places. So I'll be seeing you, Kimmy, and I'll be going to Las Vegas, and I'll be going to South Carolina, and I'll be going, Larry and I will be going to all these places, Texas, and everywhere you guys are, and we will be hugging necks. It's going to be so, so great. That's my idea for fun. Okay, is Joanna on here too? I didn't see her. Oh, Joe's Web. Joanna Sperandio. Hey, honeybees, you're so funny. I can't wait. I know I can't wait either, because obviously you're not coming to see me, guys. All right. I'll bawl like a baby. Yes, you will. You cute thing. No, you won't.
No bawling.
No bawling. You'll just laugh. It'll be fun. You'll say, I didn't know you were so tall. And I'll say, I didn't know you were so short. And you'll say, I didn't know she was so fat. No, you won't. I'm going to work on this diet. I only have 20 pounds. Well, how much do I have to lose? Yeah, 20 pounds, and I'll be at my goal. So it's happening. Micah said, I'm excited for Lent. My mom, sister, and I are getting rid of one item a day. Oh, that's a great idea for Lent. Ellie K says, we are only an hour and a half apart. I'll be seeing you too. Don't you worry. Don't forget Arizona. I won't. I will not forget Arizona. It's a beautiful state. And Utah is a beautiful state. Oh my goodness. We lived in Utah, Larry and I lived in Sandy, which is south of Salt Lake City, for a season. I was working for AT&T. It was Midvale, yeah, Midvale. But Sandy, Midvale. and I worked for AT&T. I opened a collection department for Universal Card at the airport, and so that's where I lived. And I moved there in the fall. No, I moved there in the spring, the very early spring. It was still snowing, and it was Easter time, and then we left in the fall. So we didn't have to stay for the snow, but we did have snow and black ice and all those things. And I made my friend drive. I wouldn't drive. He had to drive during those times. Okay, let's see. Carol G is here. Hi, love. And Kellyanne, Kellen said you're looking fabulous. Thank you. 40 bags, 40 days. Going out the door. Joanna, that is so great. I love that idea. I'm going to try to remember that next year. Would you remind me before Lent starts? Natasha said, heading in to start my work week. I hope you and your mama and Mr. B have a restful weekend. Thank you. I hope you have a great work week, Natasha. Ellie K said, oh, I know another challenge. Self-discipline is my number one thing. I fix that and I improve every part of my life. That's right. You know, one of the things that people tell me, my mentees tell me, I didn't get my 50 points because I just didn't feel like it. Well, guess what? It's your job. This is your job. You've chosen to be a homemaker, and this is your job. You might have other jobs as well. I have other jobs. I do this. I do lots of different things, but this is also my job. And so what we want to do when we say, I don't feel like it, is imagine you worked for me in corporate America, which I managed about 40 people at one point for AT&T. Well, and AT&T was a spinoff, but anyway, at that point, in a call center. If somebody just didn't come to work and they came the next day and said, I didn't come in yesterday because I just didn't feel like it, or they called in and told me, I just don't feel like it, that wouldn't go down very well. Now, if you have a headache or you have cramps, or you need a mental health day. Well, first of all, if you're taking your day off, your free day, you're not going to need a mental health day. If you're getting your work done early, if you're an at-home flybaby, you're going to have time every afternoon for yourself. So that's not an excuse. If you have a headache or cramps, that's not an excuse either, because when I worked, I couldn't just get off every time I had cramps or every time I had a headache. Now, if I had a migraine, that would be different. Or if I had severe dysmenorrhea, severe cramps, that was different. But if you just have some cramps and you just feel kind of crappy, you still have to do your stuff, and you're going to feel better if you get up and get moving, okay? And that's me being firm, and I'm sorry, but you have to do it. You have to get a hold of that inner child. I have to give myself incentives to fight my inner child. There you go. That's a good idea too. And I say rewards are a good thing. So after I do this, I can have a cup of tea and 4 cookies. Or after I do this, I can, so I'm giving you the incentives now. After I do this, I'm going to be able to read 1 chapter of my book, or I'm going to be able to watch that YouTube video I want to. Also, make it comfortable when you're doing it. This is not a rigid thing. Light candles, play music, make sure you look cute. You know, get up and get dressed and look cute. You're going to feel better. Nina, I can't believe you're here. I haven't talked to Netta Goldman in forever. I mentored her like season before last. What a sweetheart. Thank you, darling. Let me see what you said. Kat, love to see you live. Headed out the door, but I'll watch you later. Makes me happy to see you. Coffee for you. Thank you, my darling. How's everyone in your home? I hope you're good. Okay. Let me go back here and see. Margaret Rosebell, Allison, I said hi to Mr. B. Firm but kind, Caitlin said. Where exactly do I find these 50 points y'all are referring to? I'm a patron. There's a new search engine on Patreon where you can search by title. I believe the title is 50 points. So put that in and see. Mr. B will put the link here, but you should be able to search on Patreon. It's a new feature. I haven't tried it yet myself. But anyway. Okay. Hi, Joanne. Joanne Plons. So good to see you. Oh my gosh. My fave hennies are all in one place. Ha ha. And for those of you who don't know, Ashley is in Scotland. Joanne Plans is in New Jersey. They are like besties, and they go to each other's countries all the time. And they have some great videos that they've made. My favorite was when they did the tour of the Outlander castle thing. That was the best. They do a lot of good ones. I dusted off my channel to come in. Aw. She's in Syracuse, New York. Oh yeah, why do I think you're in New Jersey all the time? Syracuse. I don't know why I think you're in New Jersey.
I
You
thought
don't.
she was in New Jersey. Jersey too.
I know. I think it's because you said that. I'm blaming it on you.
I think she is in New Jersey.
No, she isn't. She is in Syracuse. I remembered. I'm coming across the pond next week. Really? You're going to go to Syracuse again, or are you coming down to Florida?
She's coming to see me.
Coming to see Mr. B? That'd be fun. All right, girls. We have 4 more minutes. What's your challenge? What's going on? Can you get your inner child under control? Can you work in an environment that's happy? Can you reward yourself with little things? And you know what? I have a video over on Patreon called Plug and Play. It's great for those of you who need to get away from something for just a minute, and it's a good video. Watch Plug and Play. That's another one. All right, let's see. I always put on my apron, Kellen says. It makes me feel like I'm wearing my work uniform and keeps me on track, and it's pronounced Kaylin. Thank you, Kaylin. I love that name. That's beautiful. LOL, cuz. Q's, haha. What is that? What are y'all saying? I don't know what y'all are saying. All right, Ashley Beauty, there's her link. Ashley Beauty has a channel. She's fun. Did you put Joanne's channel up?
Going to.
She's putting it up right now. Kaylin says amen. That's what Kimmy said. Amen to Kaylin. See, you know that Kaylin, Kimmy started hers by just wearing her apron all the time, and then she's in her apron as her videos. She's awesome. Short for Syracuse. Oh, Q's. Okay. There's Joanne's link. Okay, they have lots of fun. Joanne goes to the Dollar Tree, and Ashley goes to, I can't think of the name of that store y'all go to all the time over there. I have an apron. Put your apron on. Put it on. As a matter of fact, now that I'm all moved in here, I was thinking this morning, I was laying in bed this morning thinking, I need to get out my pink frilly apron. It's so cute for spring, and I've got a couple that I want to put in my mother's kitchen so I can start wearing those when I'm working, because not only are they cute and they make you feel happy and feel like you've got your work clothes on, but they also protect your clothes. And you girls know I'm now into clothes, right? Kaylin said, I need to go watch her. I've been meaning to forever. Yes, you have to. LK said, weird for me. LOL, I'm not an apron kind of gal, but Will, you just make yourself an apron kind of gal. Micah said, love my aprons. Yes, darling. So fun. Quiet Country Creations. Jean, can't because I'm not happy. I don't know what that means. Joanne said, aw, thanks, Larry. You're so tweet. You're so tweet.
Oh, very sweet.
A little sweet cheeks, Larry. All right, girls, we've got 2 minutes. Challenges quickly so I can answer, and then we're going to go. Anything else?
We will be back Tuesday.
Annetta, when you come back to watch this, I love you. Thank you so much for your $10 gift. You're so sweet. Thank you. Yeah, we're going to be back on Tuesday around 5 o'clock. Tuesday and Friday will be our times, around 5 o'clock Tuesdays and Fridays. Pam Hill says aprons come in handy when you're braless and somebody comes to the door. Ashley, bedtime for me. I'm exhausted. Good night, Ashley. Love you, girl. Christina says, I have not seen you for a while. Miss you. Oh, Christina, that's so sweet. I'm so glad you're here. Caitlin's laughing about the braless thing, and I'm sure she's laughing about the apron. That's pretty funny. Is that what you're doing, Kimmy, all this time? Is that what you've been doing? Joanna said, hey, Joanne and Ashley. She said, tips for when I have a full house for the wedding. Lots of people and a whole lot of mess coming my way. Okay, Kimmy, I'm actually going to call you and talk to you about that because it's a long subject. But my tip is, in general, when people have guests in their house, we have a baseline now. If you've been doing this for a while, you've got a baseline. And so your house isn't going to get terrible. What we have to do is change the way we think. Because if you can't get it all cleaned up that day, that's okay. You can clean it the next day. And while you're cleaning it, you can think about what a wonderful time you had with all your friends. And you know you're going to get back to your baseline really quick. If you're having to do that kind of thing, and instead of having a basically clean house, you've got stuff crammed in every corner and every cranny and every cupboard, then it feels terrible when more gets added to it. So once you've got your house under control and you have a lot of people in, just change your attitude, enjoy yourself, and clean it the next day if it's too late when they leave, if it's too late. And just enjoy cleaning it up. Okay, but I'll talk to you about it. Okay, good night, Gail, Mr. B said. What am I missing?
Good night all.
Okay. Let's see. Cinderly. Hi, Cinderly. So good to see you. Okay, Debbie Heckle, I miss seeing you live. Well, come on, we're going to do it every Tuesday and Friday. Ellie K says, I'm going to try to get back into this one day at a time, sometimes 1 hour, 1 minute. That's right. And in my Patreons, there's a video that I put out yesterday called Fresh Start. If you're not a patron, I really, really encourage you to just invest $5 in yourself every month. It's not every day or every week, it's every month. $5 a month. Go be a patron. It's going to be helpful for you. Night, hennies. Night, night. Hey, Joanne said.
Also tell them on Friday, we do put a special
Oh, yeah.
video that to
Well,
give them a preview.
Yeah, for a preview, if you've been watching this channel, every Friday, Larry takes one of my old Patreon videos and sticks it over here.
And today was Simplified.
So it'll have advertisements. It's going to be in the YouTube style, but when you go to the Patreon channel, you have access to all the hundreds and hundreds of videos, and you also have access to a new one every weekday. So come on over and be a patron. I miss you guys. It's been so fun being live with you, and I am looking forward to talking to you again on Friday. Hey, April, good to see you. And we're going to go now. Everyone, I love you very much. Kimmy, I'm going to call you after this video, and everyone know that I love you and that you are beautiful. Mwah.